for JD Gaming as they get the Olaf counter pick, as you said, focusing on that mid jungle and top jungle and how those two solo lanes will end up working
Dragon, he has a smite for it, so he's going to be able to have the sustain. It was a risky one because he didn't know where the Sejuani was, but he had a good
Decided to
guess.
rush it down
All
mid
right,
with
wow.
Zoom and Clid. They know that Cool has no flash on the Aurelia. It's tough for him to get to the minion wave. First
Ritual being taken equals the mid lane pressure, and Cool is feeling it.
That's the Realm Warp. Remember, there's
no
more flash for Cool. Again, the Vanguard's Edge. Clid
Oh!
taking the hits, and Cool still finds first blood on the outplay.
And that was just purely from the damage coming out. He was already in Ragnarok. No stuns could land on him, but they still get the kill anyway. Takes too many tower shots.
Chases it up. That's the Rune Prison. Tries to deny some damage, but no flash from Yagao. He tries to go sideways, but here comes Crisp. And Cool is going to try to act as human bait so that Yagao tries to continue walking it in, but caught by another slow. Crisp gets a barrel. He's still going almost to the blast cone, but a cask knocks him back, and Crisp finds his own.
And that repeated base.
Now, we did see the rotation from JD as they tried to rush top and find a kill, but the damage that LWX and Crisp did with some help from Alex earlier pays off. They get the turret first and have a slight tempo advantage in this, though it's JD
just running at him. So in that sense, the AP build with maybe the Runaan's Hurricane, you can't get a
Shred that the Urgot's going to have, and the AP build Loken has.
They saw him over the wall, but they still decided to take the fight. Another Vanguard's Edge, and they chase it down, finding the kill. A good Glacial Fissure, and the knock-up as LWX finds one. As 5 FPX stack and find themselves another 2 kills.
They're going to find a large reward for this. This is a cannon wave on a tower that they should be able to get, and they have tanks ready for. I don't know if JD even wants to be anywhere nearby. This is diveable.
Loken is backing away from the wave. That's a Realm Warp to get Yagao into range, but already the next wave crashes in. With a good aggro juggle, LWX is able to finish the turret off. And unless there are going to be some ultimates to break it down, this turret falls.
There is no Sejuani ultimate.
To outplay, but once again, LWX is doing his a double lift impression. Top side of the map when his team is nowhere near.
Really want to snowball in.
Get him!
There's the Righteous Glory. This is a set play that we've seen before. He ducks down, flashes over the wall, and unless this Void Seeker lands, which it does, Loken's not going to follow, but he does chase up with the Killer Instinct. Fear Beyond Death, Gimgoon. Despite the fact that Gimgoon has respawned, we didn't see any Dragon take from JD. Instead, they tried to get control over the vision of the Baron Pit. But that's a stun, a cask, Ragnarok now utilized. Finally, the Dragon taken, but
positions. There is one in the inner Tri-Brush, but it seems a bit late.
That's the engage onto the front. Once again, Clid, he's got no Ragnarok. He's trying to walk it forward. Caught by the stun. He goes golden with the stopwatch, but has been swarmed by members of FPX. A stun onto Alex.
Oh my
he goes
God.
low. Loken steps up. He finds one. A great Fear Beyond Death resets it as JD collapse and take the fight, getting the ace over FPX.
Right on top of Baron too, so there's only one answer here. JDG take a monumental fight coming back into the game, evening the gold, and it's going to only just skyrocket. They're just going to be able to take it.
And Loken was in such a good position. He was waiting on the flanks. You could see that Cool use.
And honestly, FPX may not have another opportunity. They might have one last fight left in them.
Aggressively swinging this Baron under the tier 2 Glacial Fissure as it's a quick Realm Warp after the bottom tier 2 was already broken to
Aurelia HP pool that they should have recognized, and in the end they did. That's towards the objective.
Now Zoom is trying to control the wave mid against Loken. He hit LWX, but that's a fight on the front lines. Wow. He's bursted Alex so low, and the Fear Beyond Death over the wall, a Realm Warp to try and
space check. He was the only one that could do it, and now he paid the iron price.
And there's that Baron Shred you were talking about. Loken bores through its health and tears it apart. A single stun.
Members, they're moving to the right. This is our chance to force our way into River. However, Luma was waiting there in position the entire time.
2 inhibitor turrets at the same time, and a massive wave building bottom. That AP Kaisa tears through the first inhibitor turret. Can't break down the inhib just yet because FPX are setting for a fight.
Yeah, I don't see FPX being able to land a successful one if they do pick a fight. That could just be a game-ending moment. It's just so hard fighting up against a Baron Rise team who can just send a minion wave straight towards the mid lane. They don't need to do it since they have a bear inhibitor, but you know, they have the options of just sending the minions towards the top lane. Look at the cannon wave tops already doing a lot of damage.
That's Zoom getting knocked in by the cask. Remember, he's got the GA. He's stunned and locked down, but he's the tank. A huge Hemoplague. He's going to get a lot of AoE. Lumao burning down low along with Zoom. It ticks, but no one dies. And somehow JD are able to survive. The GA is still up for Zoom.
And I believe Gimgoon actually missed out on his Zanya. A little bit unfortunate. He got the ult down. If he could survive that, he could come back for a second rotation of damage. But with him down so
That's
early...
the fear beyond death. They're looking for the fight. That's a snare, a knock-up to find the two tanks into the back. But Cool is undefended. He dives forward but dies, and JD are rushing it down. They've found LWX. Loken is chasing the kills. That's the ace with the triple kill for Loken as he turns on to the Nexus turrets. And this is JD Gaming taking game number 1.
Overwhelming damage. That's exactly what they had to go up against. I don't know how FPX could reel back from that one going into game 2, but that was just oppressive.
I feel like that sets up a bit of a controversial split between what the members want to do.
I love the fact that Zoom just locked in Darius. I know we just came out of timing because Alex was actually in a position to pressure. Cool now being turned on.
Oh, and a good sidestep gets him away. That's the Predator, and they're chasing him down. Cool collapsed on first blood.
Far superior. They had the vision to spot Cool as he came in.
Yeah, speaking of setup, there it is. Ooh, the cask will find Crisp. He continues walking forward into it. Big explosive shot, as I believe Loken just autoed a minion with his ultimate. But still, it's
right in the face. And
oh, flash engage. Cool's looking for a solo kill. That's the ignite, and
That's
he
the right
will
one.
find it.
Back
Cool.
into the lane and makes up for it.
Oh, Loken finds Alex,
Oh, no!
and he gets the smite off, allowing him to tick over to level 6. Lamb's Respite, the chase over the wall, the Void Seeker. Loken finds it, and he's out of there.
Gets a reset.
Entire year's worth of progress is on the line, and he plays the numbers. Clid with a barrel, pins FPX to the bottom lane, but Alex walks forward, mounting Dread. They manage to get a knock-up onto Loken. He's got no flash. He's got no chance.
Get out of
Goes
there.
down. Lumao sprints it off with a crow storm.
In the region, because you might want to save that ultimate for Lamb's Respite.
Oh my god. I mean, that being said, at least he makes up for it just coming back.
That means that's more time for Gimgoon to try to catch up to CS, and Loken still breaks down from the respect CC of FPX. And they will respond by taking down this top tier 1 and another mark, as the top tier 1 is being broken down by JD, and FPX are set to collapse onto the bottom tier 1, so it's still looking like a 3-for-3 even turret trade.
It's just always going to be faster on the side of JDG. I mean, Tristana is just a faster push. Two people bottom lane. They're looking for
Storm
the
over
dive.
the wall. They're looking for it. The cast knocks him back in, tries to stall it out, dances forward. Loken goes in, and they manage to find that kill as they juggle aggro. Yagao flashes out and survives, sends the clone back in.
Yeah.
But still, like you said, this is JD relying on Zoom to create a numbers advantage, but looking for a pick. They found themselves getting picked. Lumao gets stalled out as Cool disappears for a moment, gets himself that kill. On the far side, Zoom teleports to join in, but his team is split up. Loken getting aggroed by Gimgoon, and JD, they split up and they bite off way too much. 4 members go down, and look what's
After a play has already gone in the opposite team's favor. FPX were ready, and they were set up to collapse on that situation.
They've already got 2 games up in the series. Perhaps that gets to their head just a little bit, as now the top tier 2 is broken and FPX are pushing their advantage.
Something to remember is that the early risks that Alex made is starting to pay off. The second Infernal Dragon now in their pockets while they're regaining control with what the team fight composition. So what was handily JD's favorite.
Alex now taking this third third elemental, which happens to thrives with it, but Cool. He's on the prowl. Who's his target? Loken, Vanguard's edge. He leaps away, gets deflected. The chase from Cool, and he gets pulled in a little bit too far as JD are able to defend. Big experience advantage from multiple members. Oh no, LWX! He's still holding on to the flash and cleanse, Loken. That's the Vanguard's edge. Leaps over the wall and lands the rocket jump just before, but another stun. Gimgoon's on the chase. Clid with the save, but he's not able to follow through. Cool chases on. Clid goes golden. There goes another Void Seeker, but already a great stall. Still able to assassinate Alex, though. Yagao finding it open.
Literally, I blinked. I didn't see it happen. Kindred didn't even throw out the ultimate because, of course, what do you expect?
But he's in base.
Recall just completed from Lumao and Zoom. They found Yagao on the side, and they're able to find the correct target. LWX destroys him as Cool secures the kill. Now Clid is here. He's got no flash, but he does have Body Slam. Spotted by 3 wards. They know that he's there. That's the cask. 2,400 health. Remember, the Devourer is ready. He's stunned over the wall. Steps up. Can he get the save? Lamb's Respite. He doesn't use the flash. Steps into it. The CC, but he goes down, and that's the Baron picked up. A late Devour by FPX as Lumao and Zoom running for their lives. The stun gets tagged. He's over the wall. A double kill for LWX. And now Zoom, Hysterics is popped, but he goes down. A triple kill off of a
Stopping the damage, knowing that they could finish off Clid after the Lamb's Respite. fight was falling off. So really intelligent play from FPX and great ballsy play from LWX.
5 versus 2. FPX are trying to get this game. They found Loken. LWX steps up. He uses the heal, but no flash, but they're trying to end this game, turning on to the Nexus turrets. They get 1, they get 2. Loken is firing like a madman. Lumao stalling as best he can, but Gimgoon is unstoppable in the front. Loken tries to clear it out, but the Nexus will finally go down. Last hit to Gimgoon, and FPX take their first win in this best of 5.
They got that one game. Yeah, so we knew it from
locked
first
in.
phase. And we knew they need to just be smart about it, having some extra AP damage so they had the experience to make the pressure happen.
That's the Predator. The wave has crashed up. Zoom takes the first hit. Yagao, he's charging up. One more, but that's the hero's entrance. Cannon Barrage and JD are trying to run. Clid gets caught. He's taking aggro. Teleport behind them. That's the shield of Duran. Zoom is low. Goes down. First blood to Chris. And still further deny FPX, but still cool. Unable to follow up.
Because at this point, you really can't look for a kill on LWX or Crisp, as you already mentioned. Looking topside, they tried that and they got countered. Greg is solo, the Ocean Dragon is a bit ambitious. It works anyways, but that's because without vision, fortunate for him.
Now Loken completing his own recall, finishes off the Storm Razors, is able to walk a minion wave into the... Now Lumao coming up behind LWX. That's the Predator as 4 members. The flash, knock up, and Yagao gets maximum range. Hero's entrance. Lumao uses the unbreakable. Stun gets denied, but there is a follow-up. Shield of Duran once again onto the support. They're getting the plasma procs, and they find it. Teleport trying to get Zoom in as he follows through, and Yagao finds Alex and demolishes him. Yagao and Zoom split sideways. His cool gets left behind. Yagao getting away from the stun, but Loken finds a double. Clid has to back away.
I thought Chris played so well in that fight, blocking out the Clid ultimate once again.
Every single wave, it's another explosive shot. It gets lower and lower until finally it breaks down. 5 turrets.
If they can pull off the correct combo in the next team fight, they have a chance to use the Tristana ultimate buster shots
from this turret to break it down. The minion wave gets cleared out. Loken's going to stay and finish it off with Lumao tanking, and all tier 2s are gone. It's Alex, 6, but just stalls him. 4,000 health. Teleport coming in, plus the Cannon Barrage. Yagao's into the pit. Cool. Looking for the shield of Duran. Lumao on the side, but Baron picked up by JD. Lumao is split. That's the door knockback you were talking about. But Zoom and Yagao, the Dumpling brothers, are split away.
You see them so desperate at this point, and they're playing right in Zoom's hand.
Now they're pushing up. This is a collapse into the mid lane. A good cast separates Alex and Cool end to the back. And that's an engage onto the front, but there's no follow-up because the carries are trying to defend. Clid will actually die, though, as Lumao is tanking the turret. Wind wall to soak some of these hits, but LWX does damage.
Because right now, Rise is actually setting up so much pressure. They have to do a lot to actually push him up. There was no answer.
So he's got some pretty big range, and still the Baron for 20 seconds, but Cannon Barrage, they're going to try and force the fight, and this could be the teleport costing them as Alex starts the fight in the front. Again, Lumao's the target. Zoom finally joins in, but the wind wall resets. It cools the target. Stopwatch slows him down. Clid eats a stun, and he drops, but so too does Cool. Knock up onto Yagao, but he gets in! A 3-man last breath. I don't know how he finds it, but he does, and Loken chases it down, finds the double, and that's JD getting the ace against the odds.
Hero mode coming in from Yagao because that was a back and forth fight. It was a good look to try and cut out Zoom, who wasn't in the fight, but you have to play it slow, play it ready for Yagao to pop out.
That fight started out as a 5v3 for FPX. They did find the first 2 targets, but getting into that corridor meant that Yagao could make maximum use of his crowd control potential, gets onto all 3 carries, and Loken and Zoom have enough damage to finish it out.
Yeah, 10 seconds left on the clock. Crisp is back up, but JD are turning on to the Nexus. And with a 3-1 victory, they close it out, taking the series and advancing to quarters.
There was still fight in FPX, but JDG